Well, morning all. I've just had my breakfast, I'm just drinking my cup of tea. And guess what? I've been rumbled. Gonna put my glasses on. Forestry Commission bylaws, and it's laminated, and it was attached to my windscreen under the wiper this morning when I got up, because I'm late and it's 11:30. And it's in red. Park or leave unattended a motor vehicle between the hours of sunset and sunrise, except by the side of a highway for a stop of reasonable duration for refreshment or other reasonable cause. That means that you're not supposed to. No person shall on the lands of the commission, that's what it says. So I'm a naughty boy, I've been caught, yes. Although I am disappointed. I'm not upset, as you say, because I can understand that the Forestry Commission earn money from camping here, from Bracelands and Christchurch, and so they want to get their £25 a night, you know, their money. But this massive space here, as you say, has been a bit abused and used quite badly. And I'm not moaning, you know, type of thing. They could have like been the Gestapo, but they'd have got short shrift from me. But anyway, so it looks as though that you know, they seem to be on the ball a bit this time. I've been here before and I've never had much of a problem, and I've been here before with the big American one. I had the Tonka and 30-foot one. I used to park up by Speech House opposite there and a few other places. I never had a problem, but evidently they're on the ball a bit more. But then again, the Forestry Commission didn't whoever controls the camping here, I think to me is on the ball a bit more, because I have noticed a farmer, as I was coming in through Monmouth through that way, because I'm coming through that way to the forest, there's a field set up for camping and it looked a bit cheap, so I'm going back that way because I want to go to the Karnak. I don't want to go. I might go visit Karnak Temple. I haven't been for many years, and I'll probably do the River Wye again. I was going to do the Seven Sisters. I haven't done that for many years, 15, 16, whatever. Lots of memories here, good and bad, to be honest, in the Forest of Dean. Lots of good ones. Opposite is a couple of the bad ones, type of thing, or a couple of not so good ones. Drink a cup of tea. Spill it all there, mate. Get that. At one time when I was younger, me and Johnny Findon, his kids and my kids at the time, came out because I had a caravan, and that was in the 80s, and we parked down at Christchurch in Bracelands, and there was quite a few kids, and that was one of the saddest parts and upsetting, because we did take Neil Green, and he was the youngest. I think he was about 10 at the time, and we went through this, as you do, it's up and down and everything else, and there's one path up by the Y, by the top there by the shop, and you can go down this path, and you know, most of the other bigger, slightly bigger kids were, you know, in the teens, but Neil, he was a bit younger, picked up a bit of speed and fell over and hurt himself, caught himself around this area here, you see, and we thought it was winded. Well, where we were parked, I carried him back on my back, you know, I think it was 2 or 3 miles, and got him back to the camp, and he was not right, not well, and I says to Johnny Findon, who was with us at the time, and Johnny Findon, I don't know whether he's still alive. I know he's got dementia set in, which I'm sorry to hear about. I haven't seen him for years myself, from the old days. Anyway, we thought, no, he's not right, and colour was draining away, so I went up to the camp officer and says, can I use the phone? No mobile phones then, and phoned for an ambulance. No, we had to take him to the ambulance station down the road, and when we took him to the ambulance station down the road, they immediately whizzed him off to the hospital, and his liver, he ruptured his liver, he broke his liver, ruptured his liver, and was bleeding slowly to death, which I didn't realise. Well, none of us did. And sadly then trying to get in touch with his parents and everything else. And of course, you know, at the time you never think about it. It was done as a friendly basis. There's no paperwork signed. If there's any accidents or etc, etc, you know, I have permission to do this, that and the other. Of course they couldn't do nothing because I wasn't his I wasn't his parent. And but they said that I'm going to have to operate. If you don't operate, he'll die. And he did survive, Neil, and he does have a large scar. I haven't seen him much since that day, which is many years ago. But I've always had happy times here with the kids and the family. But that was the worst experience. But I don't think I should be coming back here much now, to be honest. I think lying here this morning, you know, thinking one or two bits and pieces, and I can't walk as much as I used to, so that's disappointing. Yeah, but anyway, but I shall try and do a couple of little bits and pieces and see what the day brings, although it's getting on a bit. But I should be moving somewhere later. So thank you all, catch you all again soon, cheers. Right, well, I've got to be totally amazed now. I haven't been on this site, which is Bracelands, because they've converted the top there, Christchurch, to cabins, and it has changed a hell of a lot. Oh, it's over 10 years I've actually been on this site, and it's gated, and I've just gone in there. It says, oh, have you got a price for the, you know, oh, can't give it a price. What was that then? Oh yeah, it's online. So they've given me a little thing here, and he says, well, I can give it a price, but it changes. It all depends what times, pictures and everything else. So if you pull up there by the looks of it and say, can I spend a night here, it's just like, oh, I don't know, we can't give you a price because we haven't got a price. Bit of a loss really. So there you go. So I just thought I'd just come down to find out how much it costs, and basically have a look, because I used to come here, as I've said many times over the years. It seems more like a prison or war camp, to be honest. Electric gates, let me show you. Electric gates, which you understand there. Electric gates there. And there you go. So you will park here and you will park there, so off I jolly well trot. Cheers folks. This is what's here at the moment. This used to be the camping field and stuff, and as you can see, all it is cabins with in the wilderness, as I call it, and not a shite, never mind. Still got the old camp house right at the top there, you can see. But there you go, please secure the gate because of the boars, and so you can have yourself a nice little lodge in the middle of a field. What a pain. Cheers.